Welcome to the podcast. Title Talk with Corey. Now streaming. Stand by.
In T-minus 60 seconds.
World on my mind.
Yeah. Sean and Corey, carry the show.
I'm running out of time.
Yes. Sooner or later, they'll see why I got the realest flow. Son of the dark, but I still got the illest flow. And it's ironic to me how a chronic MC can drop me before we drop the chronic CD. You see, it all started in the CPT.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, fire.
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me? Anybody? Let's see. Yeah, technical problems today. I'm trying to use this mixer. Yes. Okay. So I got a yes. So I apologize for that. This morning, just running a little bit behind. Had some technical problems with the mic setup, but it looks like the vocals are working now. And so today's Monday. April 8th, we got a total solar eclipse going on outside right now as we speak across the country. From what I understand, there's a band that will shoot across the country where it'll be a total solar eclipse. But I'm not quite sure exactly, here in California, if we're going to be, if it's going to be fully darkened or it's just going to be shaded out or what. But be careful with that. If you don't stare at the sun. That's not a good thing. I know there's a safe way to check it out. If you go up onto the NASA website, they've got something streaming there too with some rockets that they're shooting up to kind of observe how the eclipse affects the atmosphere here on Earth. So So enjoy it, check it out. I'll take this as I know there's a lot of people saying some spiritual things about this event, this celestial event, or whether you're scientific. But I love science, I love rockets, I love all that stuff. So, and I'm spiritual. So, so I just want to bring that to mind. Be mindful of that. I'm trying to get my camera all set up here. Everything's all a little bit off today. Okay, here we go. Let's see. So we'll be having I'm trying to get my good friend Tony Serrano, and he's a broker, local broker here, but a dear friend of mine. We're trying to get him on today. But it just seems like we're having a little too many technical problems here today. Here we go. Okay. So as mentioned, I want to reach out to everybody, all the agents out there, especially, and remind them that we're here for you. Times are challenging. Right now, I know it's still a little bit of a it's kind of a strange market, but you have to be a little bit more target specific, like I've mentioned over the past few episodes, being more specific directly on what you're targeting, being target specific, right? And one of those niches that we have been promoting is going after the aged absentee owners. And so I really, really want to express and let you know that that's what it's all about here. I'm going to try something a little unique here. I was trying to get my good friend on, my good friend Tony. He's a broker, but he's just a great friend of mine. And I'm going to see if we can get him on the phone here. And I'm literally just going to hold my phone up here because we were trying to dial him in direct, but we just all kinds of problems today. So that's okay. I'm not going to stress too much over it. But we'll see if we can get him on here. I'm going to see if I could dial him in, and then we can move on with the show. All right, so let's see if we dial him in here. Oh yeah, you can hear him pretty good. Let's see if he picks up.
Good morning, brother.
Hey, good morning. Hey, so I had a lot of technical problems. We're live now.
Okay.
And I'm literally just holding my phone to the microphone.
Oh wow. Okay.
But I know you're on your way to an office meeting, and and so we'll keep it brief. But I just figure there's a lot going on. We had some interesting stuff go on over the weekend. Not so positive, but also positive. We hung out over the weekend, and we try to support each other, not just in business, but spiritually. And so
That's right.
And so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. People are, might be struggling with business or health or whatever. And I thought I'd bring you up here. Maybe you could share a little bit of wisdom, a little bit of your, what's going on, man. Just share something positive.
Absolutely. So once again, it's a blessing to be on, your podcast. For me, once again, it's our friendship is much more than business. We're family through the longevity of the time that we known each other. And Monday, it's all about having an attitude of gratitude, knowing that my advice or my takeaway from today, based off of everything going on in the world, in our personal lives and business, is it's not what happens to you, it's how you react from it. So remember, the reaction is what you can control. Whatever situations happen to us may or may not be of our control, right? We can't control certain situations,
right,
or things that may happen in, like, for example, the interest rates, right? We have no control in regards to what the federal government says the rates are going to be. However, we can choose to react to it and say either, A, the sky is falling, what am I going to do? The market's low, yada, yada. Or you can look at it as an opportunity to say, regardless of the interest rate, this is your opportunity to get into a property, because properties are going to go up. So it's all about perspective and all about knowing how to make the best out of every situation and having that positive or that bulletproof mindset that whatever is thrown at us, right, we'll be able to overcome and make it happen based off from our faith that we have in God.
I like that, man.
So that's
yeah.
I mean, we right now I'm on the way to the office meeting. About to set up the office prayer on Mondays at Century 21 Realty Masters.
Yeah.
On the way, driving on the way over here, right? I have no control of if somebody decides to slam the brakes in front of me or if somebody acts crazy and hits me, so it's more about how am I going to react from that. Yes, it would be negative. It's something that I wouldn't want for myself or for anybody else. But the key is, right, all we can control is our reaction to how we react to situations. And obviously positive is easy, right? We close the deal, we get a prospect, our son or daughter gets promoted at work, right? Those are easy emotions to deal with, right? Those are good news. That's positivity. That's something that fills our hearts with joy and with peace. However, if something negative happens, how are we going to react to it? And once again, yes, it's normal. We all have the same fears. We all have the same struggles. However, the key is not to get stuck in a negative emotion, whether it's anger, fear, or doubt, but it's be able to process that emotion and snap out of it. Okay, I processed, I vented, I had a deal that fell out of escrow, or I had a situation, with a family member, but guess what? It's done. Time to get back on the battlefield as a solid soldier and keep moving forward. So once again, it's not what happens to us, but it's how we react to it that impacts
your response, right? Yeah, how you respond.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
No, man, that's today we got the solar eclipse going on right now, literally as we speak. From what I understand, I haven't gone out there, but I figured, hey, today's a good day to be motivational. Kick off the week and maybe a little spiritual, a little prayer. We always every time we get together, we pray, man, and we support each other. We get up in the morning and say, hey, let's go, man, let's go, let's get it going. And I'll just be honest, I'll share a little bit of personal information over the weekend. I know I mentioned, we had a rough day. It was Saturday night. Was it Saturday night? Yeah, Saturday night. So we had like a double emergency here at the house. For those who don't know me, or maybe you do, but you don't know, but I'm a diabetic. I have a daughter who's epileptic, and literally had two emergencies going at one time. My sugar was falling down below 60. I'm seeing spots in front of my eyes. My daughter gets up. She runs to the bathroom, and for some reason she had some trouble with her legs, just kind of moving. And so, I immediately ran over there and kind of helped her get to the couch. And, we're attributing this to, that might have been some neurological, something with her epilepsy, So we thank God we were able to, take her to the hospital. I was able to get my sugar restored and get over there, I was practically passing out myself. Stayed there till 4 a.m. and then today, yesterday was kind of a recovery day for us here as a family. And but I was telling my daughter, yesterday, it's hard to deal with this stuff. But sometimes you just got to surrender that stuff, all the negative, and you got to just surrender it to God if you believe in God, or spiritual, and and you move forward, you keep going. And then this morning, you sent me the text, you said, let's go. And I said, yeah, man, we got to keep going. Right. So I want to be, today will be a little bit more, spiritual, like I said, we've got to stay positive in this market. There's a lot of things that we can do to be proactive, and for our business and stuff, but we also have to take care of our mind, our bodies, our mind, our souls, and I think that, as long as we're doing that, man, we'll be okay. We're going to get through it. We're always going to be okay,
That's right.
And I know you're going through some personal stuff too, man,
Yeah. I mean, we all have our, we all have our cross to bear every day. We all have our demons that we're fighting on a daily basis. And once again, Corey, faith is very important and prayers. I'm glad that everything was a tough Saturday evening, tough Saturday night. However, God is in control, and I'm glad that, to know that you're doing good, that your daughter's doing great, and having that faith and trusting God, knowing that He's going to see us through, right? He will never give us more than what we can handle, even though in the moment we may feel totally depressed, we may have anxiety, fears, doubts, because it's normal, it's human to feel those types of reactions. However, we know that we trust in God. We know that God, is always able to provide it food upon the table, and as you mentioned, it's not just about physical health, which is extremely important, right? We got to take care of ourselves, make sure we exercise, eat, have a clean diet. However, it's also mental health, spiritual health. It's always making sure that we're feeding our spiritual bodies, our mindset. And how do we do that? By meditation, by prayer, by reading the word, by knowing that no weapon formed against me or my family will prosper. No weapon formed against Corey or the Velasquez family will prosper. No weapon formed against you will prosper, because we trust in the Almighty God. And by feeding our spirits, for me, I always make sure I say a prayer every morning, commending the day to God, because we make plans, but a lot of times, we get sidetracked. Like, I'm sure when you woke up on Saturday morning, the last thing you were thinking, right, was that you were going to be, going to the ER, at the end of the night. So, we wake up and we just don't know what the day is going to bring. We don't know what's going to happen. So it's very important that we meditate on God's word, that we pray, that we put the day in God's hands, that if we be sensitive to His voice, that if we, are driving and we're going right, God says, no, we need to turn left, that we would be sensitive and listen to His voice and just have that. No matter what the mountain is, no matter what you're going through in your life, just trust in God, completely surrender, give it over to Him, and know that He will bring you through like a soldier. If David was able to slay and to slay and to eliminate Goliath, right? That was this massive Philistine, this beast, this gladiator that was basically, the man, right? That everybody feared because of his physical appearance. But David, a teenager at that most, I could just picture this little skinny guy right here, coming saying with that faith that he had, you know what? Who dares this Philistine to come and define the Almighty Lord, the God of Israel? This kid had so much faith that he said, you know what? Nobody wants to fight Goliath. Guess what? I'll do it, right? So with his faith, right, he had a little slingshot, and he put a rock in the slingshot, and it wasn't the power, right, of a slingshot going to this massive beast. It was the faith behind the slingshot that was able to defeat the giant, right? So that's the faith that we need to have is, right, we have these Goliaths in our life. We have these situations in our life that from the outside looking in look intimidating, look fearful, right? We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know, the uncertainty of the market, of life, of this economy, right, of the presidential election. There's a lot of fear going on right now. There's a lot of doubt. There's a lot of uncertainty. Right. Whether the media wants to say it or not, we are in the midst of a recession. The price and the cost of living is going up. But guess what? God has always made it a point that we don't go to bed hungry. We have shelter. We have food on the table. So God will provide according to the needs that we have. But it's having that faith and praying, right? And meditating and having that circle. Like Corey's my brother. If I know if I'm going through a tough situation, I can call him, I can send him a text, and I know he's got my back. If he's going through a situation, I can text him in the morning, hey, let's go. So it's important also to have that circle, that influence of positive people in your life that you can go to when you're in a moment of weakness that can say, hey, get up, shake it up. Let's get this Goliath. Let's take out this giant in our life and know that, God is the ultimate power and will never fail us.
Absolutely, brother. No, it's it's something I look forward to, man. In the morning, man. Like sometimes I get up, I don't feel great, but then I see your little message there, man. Let's go. And it's okay, man, to lean on each other like that, and a little prayer, man, it's good for the soul, man. Feed the soul, right? You got to get up, feed the soul in the morning.
That's right.
And
That's right.
so yeah, man. So today we'll keep, like I said, I like to keep it spiritual today. But we always got good stuff here to share. And so, I like to get you back in here in the studio, and then we'll share what we've been working on some musical stuff. For those who don't know, I know a lot of people who they do know me. They know that I'm a musician too, and that my brother here, Tony, you got some special skills. Yeah, you're gonna be dusting off the microphone soon, and we're gonna be doing some stuff together. Um, if anybody doesn't have any plans for Friday night, I just want to give a little shout out to my good friends with the Pacific Breeze Jazz Project, Charles Dulles and Bernard Williams, and some great group of musicians will be at the Poorhouse in Monrovia Friday night, and I think we might be there.
That's right.
So
That's the word on the street. That's what they're saying.
that's what I'm hearing, man. We might sprinkle a little sprinkle a little hot sauce on that session over there.
That's right. Oh, drop it like it's hot. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, so don't forget, you guys, anybody listening today or the podcast later, check out the Poorhouse in Monrovia. It's a great little bar there, and we got some great musicians who are going to be flossing the stage Friday night. And you never know. Yours truly and my good friend Tony here might jump on, and grace the stage a little bit. Hey.
That's right. That's right.
So you're on the way to the office right now. You had some open houses over the weekend. What's going on, man? And are you getting a lot of activity out there on these open houses?
Yeah, ever since we set off the second quarter, just within the last week, starting April, you've seen a lot of people are doing their taxes. The deadlines are on the corner, so people are motivated. People are in spring buying season, looking to purchase, make opportunities, make things happen. Phones been ringing, emails been going off.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people that were on the fence, are off the fence now that the first quarter is done. Us Californians, we're not used to all this rain. So now that the rain is gone and we see some sun coming up, people are ready. I definitely, worked it. I had a home inspection on one of my escrows on Saturday, showed property to one set of clients out in the Upland, Covina area. And then yesterday was out in the high desert showing properties. So yeah, there's definitely activity out there. Make sure you take advantage and seize the opportunity that's given, because we don't know what lies tomorrow. We don't know what's going to happen. So if you're able to purchase today, make sure you purchase. If you're looking to sell, whether you're a move-up buyer or you're looking to relocate, maximize the opportunity. There's a shortage of inventory, so now it's the time to take advantage of your equity. And real quick, Ori, just kind of go spinning back real quick to the music.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I wanted to talk about real quick is it's important for you to use that talent that you have and use it as a way of expression. I know myself, I know Corey, I know as musicians, those musicians out there can relate that we're able to release our emotions through music, right? So don't forget that no matter how busy you are with work or the stress of life, personal life, make sure you make time to take advantage of the talent that you have and to make sure to use it, whether, once again, as being a musician or you're an artist and you like to paint or be of the creative arts, whatever it is that you choose to do on your leisure time, make sure you make time, because that's important also for your mental, right? Your mental well-being is to make sure you take time to, to work on that hobby that you like doing. You like restoring cars.
Mm-hmm.
You like building things. Whatever it is about, use that God-given ability to be able to make that leisure time for yourself, and know that that's part of it too, is being able to find a healthy outlet, right, to release emotion. And that's something that I'm blessed with my brother Corey to be able to, just vibe in the studio, put lyrics to music, write music, to lyrics. Once again, a Pacific Breeze, amazing, talented individuals that, we're blessed to, be in their circle and be able to do some collaborations together. So remember, make time for you. Make time out of the day to dedicate, not just to the family, not just to work, not just spirituality, but to you. Have that me time. Do what you like to do, and make it happen. We only have one life to live.
Yep.
Stay positive.
Yeah.
So,
No, yeah, definitely. That's it's important to to live. I always tell my daughter that happiness it's not a destination. It's the journey.
that's right.
And you've got to do the things that you love, and even when it does come to like work, I do the things that I'll listen to good music right when I'm going out in the field. And but one thing that I'll share with you with anybody who's listening to the podcast is what I try to do when I go visit clients is I just come with the attitude that I'm there to serve. And of course, obviously I want to get some business, of course, but I'm always there to it's always with the attitude that I'm there to serve. I'm there to be your servant, right? Your humble servant. And and then obviously business has been coming in, so that's kind of how I do things. I'm sure my management wouldn't appreciate the fact that I'm not begging people for business every day, but what I do is I just go out there and I serve, and and that's it. And I hope that people will reciprocate clients and send business, and they do. We've been blessed to have a lot of great clients to work with, and that's it.
Yeah, and like you said, it's all about building relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're there to bring the best service with a smile, right?
Mm-hmm.
And to be able to bring customer service, the doors of opportunity open up. So the key on that note is consistency, right? Whether you're calling, whether you're door knocking, whether you're sending mailers, it's always about being consistent. But you may not see the results overnight. But I know I know my friend Corey. I know the Velasquez family. I know their work ethic is impeccable, and because of the relationships they build, the folks keep bringing. So and I'm here just as a word of encouragement for anybody out there that may be going through a little struggle or a little disappointment because things may not be panning out the way you do. Remember, keep grinding, stay consistent, and the doors will open. The doors will open. First quarter was rough for a lot of people, including myself. But in already this first week, I'm already seeing all the hard work that was put in the first quarter is starting to blossom. So, somebody out there, that's a word for somebody out there that may be, feeling a little bit down or disappointed. But remember, be focused on the activities and the results will come. Me and Corey are a result of that because of the relationships we built, because of that work ethic that, business will come. But don't give up. Do not give up. Do not lose focus. Do not lose hope. Just keep, pounding the pavement. Keep the hustle. Keep grinding, and the opportunities will open.
Yep, keep grinding every day. Just stay consistent. The same, just like you're saying, man. That's what I see. The agents that I'm working with who are staying busy, man. They're consistent, man. It's every day they're doing the same thing. Like I know you got a routine. You get up, you meditate, you pray, you work out every day. That's important. I do too. And then you hit the office early, and you got the same routine every day. You're grinding, So any advice? That's really good advice. That's really good advice for any real estate agent, anybody in the business. Just have a routine, have a schedule. Write it down. Write your schedule down. So you get up every morning, you do the same thing. This is just all advice from tips. Now, Tony, you're a very successful agent broker, and so I appreciate you jumping on here and sharing some of this wisdom up here, especially with some of the younger, I won't say younger, but just anybody who's just jumping into the business. I like to continue having you on. We'll talk about business. We'll do some motivational stuff when you jump on, and we'll talk music too, man. See what hopefully we get to continue and maybe jump into the studio. Like we were just hanging out smoking cigars here Friday night, and then all of a sudden a studio session broke out.
That's right.
Yeah, man. So
that's true story.
It is a true story. So what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to continue that, and we'll put some music out. We'll get it up on iTunes, and we'll share some of that stuff with you guys in the coming weeks. I feel I feel good, man. I feel positive, man. I'm glad that I'm blessed to have you in my life, bro. And and I want to share that with people out there, man, because you're a great leader, man.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that, brother. And that goes both ways. That hey, iron sharpens iron, man. And
Mhm.
always been solid, and always been genuine. And that's the thing is, as the older we get, our circle gets smaller, right? Our circle
Yeah.
of friends, our circle of business,
Mhm.
right? And because being real, right? It's all about being real, and you've always been authentic. Your wife, your family, your kids. You guys are an amazing group of individuals, and that's why we've been able to, with all the storms and everything that life has thrown at us, we continue to, push forward and to make it happen because it's like being real right now. It's not in fashion. You see social media, it's easy to get caught up
Yeah.
with, people do this, that, the glitz, the glamour. And don't get me wrong, it's all good. It's all good to be successful. But at the end of the day, a lot of people do not post their struggles, right? Or post
Right.
what they're going through. And we're all fighting. We're
Yeah.
all going through a grind. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And that's part.
a lot of times it's
Yeah.
easy to get caught up in the hype
Yeah.
of social media and this and that going, which is good. But you know what? Keep your eyes focused on
Mhm.
you. Be
Mhm.
the first version on you.
Yeah.
Hustle, grind, continue to be consistent. If I can do it, if Corey can do it, you can do it, right? So that's the key is to be consistent, be passionate at what you do. Don't give up.
Yeah.
Continue, as my boy Corey said,
Yep.
to have that attitude of gratitude, right? We're
Mhm.
here to bring unity in the community, and it's not just
I
through
like
our
that, man.
business. That's
Yeah.
just who we are, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
here, right? Because there's so much division, there's so much chaos, there's
Yeah,
so
there is.
too much negativity, too much static,
Yeah.
too much, materialism, trying to keep up with the Joneses, yada yada. But
Yeah.
you know what? You'll be grateful for what God has blessed you with, and He will multiply. He will give you the desires of your heart according to His perfect will. So remember, it's not about our timing; it's all about God's timing, right?
Mm.
And a lot of times we want instant success, or we want
Right.
instant gratification. But the reality is that that's not real life.
Yeah.
You know,
Or
God will
we're
bless
posting
you.
things that aren't really real, or we're just
That's right.
yeah. That's kind of why I wanted to
That's right.
jump up here and share. I get that. When I walk into offices, I've had somebody ask me, I don't remember who, but hey Corey, man, you know what? You're always like really positive. You're always got a smile on your face, and then the truth is, man, the grass isn't always greener on the other side. So I have I have bad days all the time, man. You know what I mean? It's just
Oh yeah.
yeah, of course we want to try to stay positive and look strong in front of other people. But that's why I want to jump up here and share. I'm a diabetic, man. My wife, is surviving thyroid cancer survivor. My daughter has epilepsy. We deal with this on an ongoing everyday basis. I've got to take shots every day. So yeah, there's struggles, there's definitely struggles. This ain't always, you know, apple pie here. We always have stuff going
That's
on,
right.
and we have to just pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and just keep going and keep grinding, right? But yeah, but we break down. It's tough, man. It's hard, man. I'm not Superman, but it's okay to lean on each other, man.
That's right. It's
So
okay
yeah,
to be vulnerable. It's okay to
right.
even the strongest soldiers get hit. Everybody goes through opposition and goes through circumstances that challenges them. Right. We go through these challenges, and at the end of the day, it's about okay, what are you made out of?
Mm.
Are you going to fold, or is it going to make you tougher? Right. As they say, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. So you got to be battle tested, battle approved, right?
Mm.
That as we are in this daily battle of life, we don't know what's going to come from the left, from the right. We don't know how we're going to get blindsided with the situation that we may not be ready for. But guess what? It's okay. It's going to be okay. As long as we have life, we will push through and we will get victory, right? Putting our faith in the Almighty God, right? Knowing that we will overcome whatever is given to us, but you got to be strong. You got to have that mental toughness to not break, to not give up. So yes, it's okay to feel discouraged for the moment, but don't stay stuck there. Don't stay stuck in a negative emotion. Snap out of it. Get back on the battlefield. Get your sword. Get your shield, and get back. Fighting. This is life is tough, right?
Yep.
This is a tough life that we are all handed with. We all have, again, our battles to fight, but the key is to keep moving forward, have good people in your life that are going to motivate you. Stay positive, love on your family.
Mhm.
Do the best. Be that humble servant, and like karma, right? You give, and it'll be given back to you. Always do the right thing, and it may not come back to you, but it may come back to your kid or to a family member. So just persevere. And me and Corey, we don't know what's going out. A lot of people are going through a lot of struggles, a lot like we are. So we're just here to give you that positive, right? That encouragement that everything will be okay. Trust in God.
Amen, brother. All right, man.
Yes.
Well, hey, I know you're on the way to the office. You got some stuff going on today, and you got some meetings and stuff. So I appreciate you taking the time, my brother. And we'll definitely get you in here, and we'll do the podcast again. We'll get you in the studio next time, and then we're going to be continuously sharing updates, what's going on. But also we'll share with you the music, and don't forget to join Tony and I. We'll be over at the Poorhouse with my good friends, Pacific Breeze, Friday night from 6 to 8:30. So if you're working, you're in the office, on the way home, stop by, have a cocktail, and enjoy some good music and some good company. And we're looking forward to seeing some people out there. Friday night does get packed, so try to get there early.
That's right.
Grab a table.
Yeah, Pacific Breeze, amazing, talented individuals that are showcasing their talents. After a long week, right, come and chill, relax, hang out with us at the Poorhouse on Friday. We'll be there. So just, enjoy, have a great week, have a blessed Monday, everybody. Thank you, Corey.
Yeah.
I appreciate the opportunity to be on your podcast.
Thank you, my brother.
There's positivity. Let's do this. I'm ready to get back into the podcast live and do some music. Be blessed, brother, and let's go, baby. Let's
go. All right, I'll talk to you soon, brother. Take care.
All right, brother.
Thank you. All right, that was Tony Serrano, good friend of mine, broker, very successful broker, but a good friend, dear friend. I'll even say not even friend. We're more like family, and so stay tuned. We'll have some other updates from him. What's going on? What we're doing here in the studio, music. We got a lot of cool stuff going on. So again, don't forget to join us Friday night at the Poorhouse in Monrovia. It's going to be exciting. It's going to be off the chain. So come check it out. I got some good guests coming on in the coming weeks. Next week, I got the man, the myth, legend, Jorge Mesa will be joining me. We're going to be doing it here. Actually, I think we're going to be doing it remotely, but we're going to get him in this, on the podcast next Monday. And then on the 29th, I have Manny Jimenez, Hollywood filmmaker, director, screenwriter, all-around Hollywood guy, great talent, is going to be joining us. We're going to talk about his story, his mission, what he's working on. And off the subject, everybody has to have a place to live. So I have different guests on sometimes, athletes, people in the entertainment business, musicians, whatever. But it all does some way tie into real estate because everybody has to have a place to live. If you guys need anything this week, please feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me by phone, 626-392-7993. You can also email me open@CoreyTitleRep.com. And don't forget to, like I said, listen to the podcast next week with Jorge Mesa Monday. Let's see, I'm trying to get the date on that. That will be Monday, April the 15th. We'll have Jorge Mesa, an amazingly gifted man, great speaker. He's got his own funny little personality. He's a great knowledge. Comes with a load of a wealth of knowledge, and so you'll want to definitely jump on if you're in the real estate business. I'm sure most of you have probably heard of Jorge Mesa, but if you haven't, you'll want to jump on, get to meet him, and we'll share some stuff out there. What we're working on, how he's helping agents, and what we can do to help you guys. Please jump on the website too, www.CoreyTitleRep.com. You can see right here the little ticker up there on the website. I'll have some classes that we'll be doing with Jorge Mesa, with our production manager Liz Velasquez. We're going to be doing some different training classes. I think we've got about a dozen classes up there that we can schedule. So if you're a broker, if you're an office manager, and you want to help educate your agents, especially the newbies, But even the experience, right? We have some of the experienced agents out there who have teams and need their team members to be up to par with some of this technology, a lot of this great farming technology that we have here at Pacific Coast Title. Feel free to get up there on my website, www.coreytitlerep.com. Book an appointment with me. There's an appointment tab there. You can, book an appointment with me directly. I'll come out in person. We can do a class. We can do a training. I can do a one-on-one. We can do Zoom, over the phone. And that'll be it for the week. If you guys need me, I'm available 7 days a week, weekends, weeknights. So please reach out to me, 626-392-7993. Open at CoreyTitleRep.com. Have a great week. You guys have a blessed week. Don't stare at the sun too much today. And we're going to go ahead and leave you with that. So don't forget to join us. Title Talk with Corey, the podcast for agents, anyone in the real estate business throughout Southern California. And now we're also able to facilitate business across the country, every state across the country now. So we're excited about that. Share that news with you. So join me Mondays, 11 a.m. everywhere podcasts are played. Title Talk with Corey. You guys have a great week. I'll see you guys.
I'm feeling good now. No one to bring me down. God is blessing on the ground. And I'm standing a little bit taller. And I'm standing a little bit taller now. I'm feeling